Somewhere beyond the sea. Hey, y'all, come on in. You're here on a great day.
We are going from sea to sky today with the help of MacDuff's Soap Company.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on Wednesday and Saturday mornings, why, come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack. Cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world. Laney's in there. They'd love to meet you, too.
They would. And for our mention today, we wanted to talk about our bowls from the KUN workshop.
Y'all, they are a fabulous and beloved artisan in this community. This is my copper ore bowl. They're all made out of resin, and look how beautiful they turn out.
I chose the abalone colorway. There is this fun iridescence to it with pinks and purples and blues. I just couldn't help myself.
It is not made with real abalone, we checked. And this is my dark blooms bowl, that beautiful, rich purple and turquoise blue color. This is the larger size, the head shaving size. So this is our Mickey Mouse homage, and these are the different sizes. They come in 6 or 7 different colorways. Check out KUN Workshop. Let us know in the comments if you pick one up for yourself, what size and color you got. And what is our soap today?
We have a brand new release today from MacDuff's Soap Company. Let's meet it.
All right, y'all, from the sales page at MacDuffSoapCompany.com.
Some roads get you from one place to another. The Sea to Sky Highway makes you want to slow down. Inspired by the drives between Vancouver and Whistler, Sea to Sky captures the feeling of the Pacific on one side and mountains rising on the other. Marine air and sea salt set the scene, while a citrus blend of grapefruit, yuzu, lemon, bergamot, and a hint of chili pepper bring a bright, clean opening. As the journey climbs inland, cypress, cedarwood, and sandalwood emerge, grounding the scent in the towering forests that line the route. Fresh without feeling aquatic, bright without being fleeting, a scent inspired by one of Canada's greatest drives.
And we have it on good authority that this soap is Scotty Dog approved. All right, y'all, hop in the car and come along with us for this unboxing. All right, y'all, at present, MacDuff's Soap Company is not able to ship directly to the United States, so we got this from Gareth at the Shave Supply. And let's see, Gareth is always pretty good about leaving us a note. Here we go. All the best, guys. Thank you from Gareth. Thank you, buddy.
What is hiding in here? I haven't seen this in forever.
This is why I love Gareth, y'all. Pop Rocks! You used to have to go to the sketchy ice cream man to get Pop Rocks, and now you can get them with your shaving soap.
It even says on the packages, this is going to make us feel old, but still popping after 40 years.
And look what's hiding in here, oil country. You did not see this yet. This is for an upcoming episode. And so is this spicy sandalwood shaving cream from Tobbs. Stay tuned. Oh, and there he is, MacDuff himself, ready to set sail, and we are ready to go with him. All right, y'all, come along with us for this Sea to Sky first impression. All right, my grandpa was a Navyman. Your grandpa and all your uncles were sailors out here on the bay. I think you should have the first impression.
All right.
First.
I am curious if this will remind us of Northern California, because we very often have redwoods and wonderful trees on one side of the road and then ocean on the other. But I'm curious if this is more the Canada version or if it's going to be somewhat familiar.
Who knows? Take it in, see what you find.
The lovely pour.
Sean is directly north of us in Edmonton. You just have to walk for like 3 days.
Okay, well, it's gorgeous. It's not our NorCal coast. The brighter sides of the lemon, I think I'm getting first, or maybe it's the yuzu. There's something that's brisk, and it does seem a little cooler. Like, the fact that he's in a jacket is very fitting for the type of whiff I'm getting off here. It doesn't have the summer vibes. It has something cooling, and I think it's part of actually how the woods and the trees are coming through. Like, that gentle green kind of whiff that you get going through trees and forest is coming through right next to the sea, oceany water vibes. Nice. I don't know how this can be so real. At the beginning, it does almost have like a sweet sweet melony kind of a thing. And I think that's what makes it subtly different than our coast. I'm enjoying how it's working here because it's right next to like the green side of the trees. Like whatever those leaves or branches are, they're like perfectly muddled together. Like I almost feel like this could be like a winter muddled drink somehow. Not gourmandy, but just of how bright and crisp it is.
Right.
It really kind of has a fun vibe. I wouldn't label this aquatic because I feel like when you say that, it goes more like the Colony aquatics, and that's not what this is. This is more a scentscape. Like it's much more a transportive soap for me. So I do get like a marine layer. Like I know the ocean's nearby, but also I can tell that there's other greens and trees and stuff as well. It really does have that window open drive somehow. Like I don't know how that's captured, but because there's almost like a swirl in the wind that you get when the windows are down. There's something at the end of the whiff for me that I feel like you could be in a suit at the office, but like it's kind of disguised. But I think it's the woods or something, and it has a little dapperness at the end. So it doesn't have to just be a transportive scent. I think that's how I would use it, but I do feel like this is something you could still dress up if you wanted to wear out into the real world and not just in a shave den. I really do get the trees and the bark side, but my brain is swearing that there's leaves on the trees. Like there's something green or crisp going on. It might be part of the marine layer, kind of a oceany thing, but like my brain is cutting and pasting, putting them as leaves on the tree, but it's super fresh and kind of brisk. Like the coolness that's in the air is that green kind of portion, but I don't see it listed in the scent notes, so I don't know if I'm creating it or if it's actually here, but it's a secret. I'm really enjoying the sweeter side of the citruses that are bringing me in first. Like it's almost creating like a melony kind of thing. I think it's more the grapefruit, but I get like a rainbow sherbet color in my mind. Maybe like the sunset, like all those pretty colors. And then right when you're like, can this be a gourmand? It flips. And then it's more like the bitter kind of outside portions of the fruit, like the actual skin of the bergamot and the lemon. Somehow like the more rugged, real side of it comes through. And that's what jumps into more of the coastally kind of portion for me.
Well, nobody does nature like Sean, right?
Yeah, I am very glad that he is the one perfuming this because it's painting the perfect picture. It's just fun to try and actually tear it apart now that he's put it all together so pretty to give you all of these scent notes. I would swear there's more like herbs in here. So maybe that's the green. There's something in the middle.
Right.
I don't know if it's on purpose. That's just what my brain is pulling out of it. But I think that's what's making it more of a Canadian thing versus like a NorCal coast to me. Like that's the difference in here.
Well, most forests have like some green underbrush going on amongst the trees kind of thing, right?
That's what my brain is putting in here. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but I'm getting something like that. I think it's the florals that are adding the like fresh breeze going by. Like there's something in there that has movement. It's almost like the in-between portion that kind of gets the more marine coastally side to then having the tree line side of the car. Like if you're looking out one window and the other, or something in the car has a little bit more of the florals or something that are just helping them blend. It's almost like how the florals to me were used in Sylvan Fog or something like that. It's almost adding like a foggy, clean, bright white layer, but I don't think they're florals when I smell it. I know that's what has to create them, but it's almost like they're transporting to each side of the car as you're taking a whiff. I just can't get over how real this feels. Like painting with scents to transport you, it for sure is taking me to the sea and sky highway, I gotta say. Are you ready for some sea to sky?
I am jumping in the car. All right, you drive. I'm going to take this in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. This is the kind of thing that only Sean at MacDuff's can do. Well, my nose is met so briefly with citrus that it's like, hi, bye. And then the florals come in and take over and kind of blend with it in such a beautiful way. That is so funny. At first I got hit with like a breeze as if I am just cracking the window. And then I'm getting what's on the breeze. The florals. Ooh. Very nice. Okay, let's see if I can look at the forest side of things here. Oh, the woods are peppery.
Yeah,
as your nose
that's the word.
finds them effervescent and warm on this side. The cedar might be the star of those woods, but the others are there to support it. So it's not just a singular tree kind of forest like our redwood forests are. There's lots of stuff going on. Almost a sense of fir needle kind of among them too. That's the kind of brightness that I'm finding within the woods. This is one of the brightest MacDuff scents we have smelled yet. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's weird. I know the fog is out, but some part of it is like bright in my soul, if that makes sense.
And I know what you mean by the herbs. There is a fabulous bay trail that goes along San Francisco Bay, and when we walk it, our noses just light up with all of the little ground cover and all of the little trees and plants and herbs along the way. Somehow it's got that sense of that in there too. I think it's the herbs that are the ones that grow along the ocean that I'm getting a sense of in here.
They're clean, they're gentle, they're slightly green, but that herbiness, it has a fun texture.
And not marine botanicals. Nothing like good vibrations from PAA. Get that out of your head. There is nothing squinchy or dock-like in this. It is all natural stuff from the earth. Ooh.
There is like a subtle saltiness in the air, but not quite enough that your toes could be in the sand. It's close, but you're not in it.
Yes, no sandy note in here, and nothing blue. He's right. Nothing aquatic. I do get the sense of that fabulous marine layer that comes over the Bay Area every morning in summer and makes it about 60 degrees outside, makes the beach freezing cold until about 1:30 p.m. So when your friends visit, they're like, hey, where's this California beach I keep hearing the Beach Boys singing about? Well, wait for it. About 2:30 it comes out. That is captured in here. So I wonder if they get the same phenomenon.
I know. That's what I'm curious about.
Right? Yeah. And that first beautiful and prominent hit of citrus that I got when I first opened the tub is gone. I haven't smelled it since. It's wild the way it becomes transparent and all of the other scents are seen through those glasses, but I don't really get a sense of citrus anymore. Not at all sunscreeny or tropical fruity whatsoever. This is a Northern California beach for me. Wild.
Like, that's what I meant by he's in his jacket on the label. That is accurate.
Right. And now I know what you mean by looking out this way, then looking over this way, then looking over this way, looking over this way. There is such movement in this. It's like you're sitting there with both windows open and they're both giving you a very different burst of sense and you're getting that swirling magic in between them. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why in my brain on the left is the sea portion and on the right, maybe that's just because when we drive
if we were to drive up to see Sean, that's what would happen. Yeah.
That's our view.
And this really does take me back to those camping trips from the 1980s. I would go on for 2 weeks every summer with my family because the redwood forests where we would break camp were just a stone's throw from the ocean. So at night, you still got that cold ocean wind where you could kind of sense a subtle sense of salt in the air. Fabulous.
And taking the drive, like most of the drive was going past the ocean, so you got that lift all the way there, and then when you landed at the destination, it had the lovely woods all around you.
We would go up Highway 1, so yeah, we did have the ocean on the left-hand side. And what's that you say? Do the florals make it a little bit feminine? No, they're not really that kind of sweet floral from any of the perfumes you might know. No. These are very specific, like marine forest florals somehow.
Like, my brain doesn't even know that they're florals. I read that, and that's what helped me decipher what they were, but there's something white and clean, and I think that's part of it.
For me, it's like an herby floral kind of thing, like a spicier floral.
Yeah. Like, almost the peppery side is connecting to that for me.
And it's wild. It's wild. But now I also get what you meant when you said this is close to like a drink that you might be holding in your hand.
I don't know
somehow.
why.
As the citrus has come back to me a little bit, there is just a whisper of something gourmandy about this for me, but it is a MacDuff's. So, you know. All right, y'all. Well, take off your seatbelts. We're going to pull over, take some pictures, build your lather, and relook at these scent notes. All right, back to the sales page at MacDuffSoapCompany.com. We start with marine air, but like I mentioned before, nothing botanical about this, nothing even aquatic about this, just maybe a subtle hint of salt and something clean and a little bit floral within that note, I think.
It's the color that my eyes see when I look at the ocean, and it's super overcast. Like, it's not blue. It kind of has that greenish kind of
like
color.
Kind of gray.
Yeah,
almost,
kind of that reflection of the fog somehow.
Yeah. And then a citrus blend. But y'all, look at my face. If you feel the same way about grapefruit that I do, it's in the perfect balance in here. I wouldn't even know that it was in here. Nothing sour, nothing like that is going on in this citrus blend for me.
But so this blend, it says it's made of grapefruit, yuzu, lemon, bergamot, and that also has the hint of chili pepper for those mid notes.
Right. And that's what's giving it that kind of heat. That's what's adding to the woods. For me, why it's particularly effervescent and warm from one side and cold from the other.
But like, I think that's why the citruses greet you, and somehow the chili pepper is what links you to the next chunk of the whiff. So it kind of takes it from being gourmandy and makes it a little more of the spicy, herby side.
Are you seeing this? I can't stop whiffing this.
I know. That's how you know. We enjoy it.
And then sea salt. Oh, there is a salty note in this. I do get that. You know, sometimes we'll go to Stinson Beach and we won't really go in the water, but when you leave, there's this like fine crust of salt on your face from the air. That's what that gives me a sense of.
All right, and then here are the woods. We have cypress, cedarwood, and sandalwood.
Oddly, sandalwood is adding to the gourmandy sense for me. Something creamy and rich.
Subtle,
and
but
beautiful.
yes.
Yeah, the cedarwood, more the bark of the tree than the number 2 pencil kind of thing for me. And then, ironic, we are heading down to Monterey
We are.
soon, where we have the iconic Lone Cypress at Pebble Beach Golf Course, and that beautiful white wood sense is definitely in here for me. That's one of the stars of this, is the cypress.
So that's why at the end, I'm like, there's something that gets a little dapper. I don't know how they're doing it, but those selection of the trees are really helping with that. I think this is the one that came out with the EDP, at least at the Shade Supply that we
hope
saw.
so.
And I totally get why now after reading this. I know we were just filming our Hogs one, and some of the scent notes are kind of similar, but these are completely different adventures, different coasts. One's a lagoon, one's not. But a lot of the scent notes are oddly similar, but I like how they smell completely different.
Night and day, sea and sky. Now, am I nuts? I mean, I am, but do you get a sense of fir needle?
Yes,
there?
remember earlier I was saying something green? I think that's what it is.
Or is it just me growing up among redwoods that occasionally had pine needles on the ground?
Or
for
we're
some
putting
pine
them
trees,
in
right?
to make it NorCal, but there's something in there. It might be part of the marine layer, but I'm pasting it as like some portion of the tree side or like how they're bouncing back and forth. So I'm going to say yes. It's not on the scent notes, but we agree that something's secretly hiding in there.
This is really bad for the environment, but when I used to go camping, I used to love to throw handfuls of dead pine needles onto the campfire and watch that smoke and smell it coming off of the coals.
You're not alone.
Oh. Well, which one of these beautiful KUN bowls should we use? I've got my brush over here, so we have to choose between these two.
Okay.
This feels redwoody.
It
with that
does.
color.
But
I
this
don't know.
kind of feels marine.
More, yeah.
So
I'm with
maybe
you.
that
It's
one.
bigger so they can see the lather a little bit
Yeah,
better.
we'll go with that.
All right. These are our bougie sticks from Amazon.com. They're actually waxing sticks. I'm just going to grab a little bit of this beautiful, soft V5 base out of here and push it into what my cousin Melinda calls the lovin' octopus arms of this bowl.
I hope you hear her snoring. Does MacDuff do that while you're working on soaps and stuff too, Sean?
If you live close to MacDuff Soap Company and you order past a certain threshold, Sean and MacDuff will hand deliver your stuff to you. I mean, that's the dream.
Right?
You could come in and watch some Star Trek episodes.
No work would get
Lainey
done.
and
That's
MacDuff
okay.
can play together. All right, I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of water in here, but just let it hang out at the bottom of the bowl. This is our barbershop-inspired bougie sprayer. You've got one, don't you? And this is my Mystery Machine-inspired brush from Craig at Opus Brush with the little hippie daisies on the bottom. Oh, how could I say no to this?
Right?
All right, I'm just going to start by moving that soap up onto the bristles of this rather dry brush. I'm just going to moisten the tips a little bit in the water, but my first goal is not to build a lather, but just to move the soap up onto the brush.
Now I would swear the citruses are getting like drier somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Right.
but they really transform. Every whiff, the citruses are not where you left them.
That's what makes it more autumnal, is how those citruses are being presented
Yeah.
in here for me. Yeah, I'm glad this did not come out early summer. This is more late summer, fall, which is when we used to go camping.
I mean, today it's going to be a high of like 66, so it really works for our weather.
You're making everybody out there so jealous. Brent and Mary Beth are roasting right now. Sin City
We like
shames.
skipped summer. I don't know what happened. April got super hot, and then June, July, August, we got nothing.
Eric and Diana are feeling cold at 89, 90
Right?
degrees.
They're like, thank God, what a relief.
I know Larry has to take Sammy the civet out every couple hours and hose him down. Look how this is setting up in my
Right?
bowl, y'all. Beautiful.
You can't even see those octopus
I
arms.
know. And I'm going to reiterate something you said, too. Y'all, I don't know how the man does this, but this is exactly what Highway 1 in California really does smell like. Maybe with the intensity turned up just a little bit. But there is nothing that smells man-made
Yep.
in this. This
I'm with
is
ya.
the smell of those camping adventures precisely.
Mm-hmm.
I would never know that this was made with like scent oil. You know what I mean?
Well, it's funny because, like, I think I spent years walking down the aisle at Target trying to find a candle or something that created the NorCal coast when I was living in Southern California. And this is the scent I was looking for, but
Yes.
it didn't exist. Like, they were all too cheesy. They were not correct.
Now you've just got me thinking about cheesy candles.
Oh, dear.
Provolone, Monterey Jack, Limburger.
Is that like Monterey where we're going? The city?
I don't know. We'll have to look it up. See if somebody named Jack used to live there.
Right?
Okay, I would keep lathering, but we don't have room in this apartment for all this lather, so
Falling
I'm going
out
to
of the
stop
bowl.
here. And this is something you will only find here on the Barbershop Duet. Is this the sea or the sky whip? On 3, 1, 2. Now the florals are just bursting out so
see?
beautiful, so the answer must be both. Oh, right. I get more of the woods and the piney kind of fir needle scents in there, but the florals
Right.
are kind of the star in here, binding it all together.
And I think I get more of the citruses here. A little less there. Like, the mids are really coming out a little different.
I used to wet the bed growing up. Do you know how brave it was for my parents to take me camping in a singular sleeping bag for 2 weeks at a time? Whoo!
They would have just had to throw out the sleeping bag.
That was the adventure. Well, there was once where we had to go visit a laundromat because there was a little bit of an accident.
But now that we know that you have sleep apnea, I wonder if that was a big part of
it.
You know, like your body was just like, where?
Yeah, I was 2 months premature. Can't you tell? And I had apnea my whole life growing up, even when I was thin as a rail. All right, and ladies first for this one. All right, put it on your moneymaker. See what you get. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that, y'all. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. I'm going to put this right under my nose. Is what I want to smell.
I don't want to waste all this lather. It's too pretty. Smells too good.
I know we're picking apart scent notes. I mean, I know that's kind of what we do.
Right.
But let me be clear. It's the balance of this that is fabulous. I mean, you can smell each individual thing depending on where you look or where you point your nose. But the true beauty of this is just stepping back and smelling it all at once. That's why it's bringing those memories back.
It isn't an aquatic, but you know that the ocean's nearby. And I like how somehow it's staying throughout the whiff. Like, it's not trying to go away. But it really does change how you look at the ocean a little bit.
We cooked all of our meals on a camp stove or over a campfire unless we were traveling in between campgrounds to go from one to the other, in which case we got Happy Meals. All right, y'all, well, come along with us. We're going to take this a little bit deeper, maybe go for a beach walk. I know Sean is a hiker, a camper, a running, jumping, climbing trees kind of guy, and it definitely shows. We are hearkening back to some of his childhood memories, I think, with this one.
If this is what Canada smells like, I gotta say, it's not too far from NorCal, but there is something different, and knowing that it's called the Sea to Sky Highway really fits this type of scent. Like, you can get all the different vibes around you. You don't get the car gasoline or the tires. You get what's coming in through the windows, all the natural things you're driving by.
Although, a little bit of a diesel note in this might be interesting.
Maybe.
Just saying. Yeah, it's funny. Road tripping was kind of an orange creamsicle kind of a scent from MacDuff's, which kind of reminded me of driving down Highway 5 in California where there was nothing to look at on either side except just miles and miles of farmland. So you were more worried about what was inside the car, your orange creamsicle. This is about looking out the windows.
Yep.
Nobody's looking inside the cab of this car.
Nobody's on their phone. You are all enjoying the whiff and the environment you're driving through.
Children of the 70s, aren't you glad we were raised without phones? I know I am. An iPad was something you'd put on after you poked yourself with your hot dog stick.
There's just something about really slowing down and taking in your environment that I do wonder if kids these days really understand, because they always have something changing in front of them. Like, it's a very lost art in a weird way, but it really immediately, as soon as you take a whiff of something like this, calms your soul in a way you just feel like you just need it.
And anytime they see something cool, it's through the screen of their phone to record it, which they never watch later. I don't know if any of the kids I've ever taught have actually seen something cool in real life. And y'all, all she had to do was look at me and wink. This is definitely a member of our 2026 Masterpiece Collection. Congratulations, Sean and MacDuff's. Well deserved. This is a masterpiece indeed. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just go to the beginning of the Sea to Sky Highway, roll down all the windows, and start driving. And by the end of it, you have to decide which side is your favorite, the sea or the sky. But if you're like us, you'd probably just turn the car around and head back north, because they are both equally beautiful and amazing, and get your own. So head over to MacDuff'sSoapCompany.com to find this and a bunch of other cool stuff. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Sea to Sky. And when I smell it now that I've gotten to know it, I no longer get anything on the sales page. You know what I get? I get whisked back to 1985 on my way to our favorite campground, Richardson's Grove, with my family. There is just something about the balance in this that is its own personality, whisking me back to sitting in that meadow on the edge of our campsite, smelling all of those beautiful natural senses around me in one singular balance, in one singular accord. And it's magical. And the bass, y'all, you saw how that's set up. There's just something about how the MacDuff V5 clings to my face, allows the blade to get under the hairs, and it comes off with such a BBS smoothness. No weepers, padded and protective, and the post-shave feel is soft and beautiful. Sean, we are giant fans of how you're able to put nature itself into a tub, but we are also giant fans of the inspiration that you have in putting your bases together. And we'll be back soon for a little hockey. Hey, welcome to Messages.
So for our August giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get $25 to Adopted Acre.
That's right, y'all, and all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send us an email. Here to reset you at thebarbershopduet.com so that we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways, and then check back here on our first September episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
This is one of the greatest charmers that I have smelled all year. I mean, my nose is still not done just enjoying this. I feel like I figured it out, but I just want to stay in this place.
Yep.
It's like this little meadow that used to sit right on the edge of the campsites at Calaveras Big Trees State Park, and you would just drag your chair out to the middle of this meadow and let the sun wash over you and smell all of those beautiful flowers and herbs and trees and, well, pine smoke, thanks to me. Y'all, what a magical experience this is.
It's just one of those ones that has movement to it. It never really stops taking you through the journey like you really are on a car ride. So I love how the blend in this kicks in. I wouldn't even have had to read much of those scent notes, and I think I would have known where I was. But I love how well Sean was able to put that into a scent somehow.
And stay tuned for Oil Country, which I'm pretty sure is an homage to the Oilers hockey team. But if I know Sean, there's going to be an outdoor hit to that with maybe a little gourmandy sense too. Hey, thank you, Sean, for being one of our absolute favorites. Give MacDuff a cookie for us, would you please?
Yeah, don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.